They drove right past me at the intersection. It was definitely Lee, her blonde hair fluttering behind her. What was my wife doing on the back of a motorcycle at 3 in the afternoon? I turned and followed them. They disappeared into the woods. I parked and walked. It was a warm spring day, golden sunshine, buzzing insects, silky, breezy. They did it on the blanket. Both of them had their eyes closed. It was a touching scene. So, I stopped to take some artistic shots. I thought the setting framed the two adulterers beautifully. He was grunting like a hippo during the rut. I said casually, "Hi, Lee. Who's your new friend?" They didn't hear me. I repeated after the ominous sounds subsided. A light storm followed. He jumped up to confront me. I recognized him. It was Bill Avery, another teacher. He was a few years younger than my wife. They must have gone out, so to speak, to blow off steam after a hard day in the classroom. I know all of Lee's coworkers. You can't be married to someone for almost a year and a half and not hear stories about coworkers. This guy had a couple kids. Stupid. I showed my phone. FYI, your wife gets this as soon as I get back to the car. He started protesting. You committed a felony, asshole. Then I turned to Lee. She was staring at me, stunned. I growled. You're smart. You know what this means. I turned around and walked away. Shortly afterward, Lee came home. She looked disheveled. She went upstairs, showered, and came downstairs in yoga pants and a tight t-shirt. Bitch. She thinks she can sleep with anyone and drag me back. And out loud I said, You're wasting your time. This marriage is over. She whimpered. But it was just a little fling. It meant nothing. It meant the end of our marriage. Have you thought about it? She wailed. No, you cannot divorce me because of one little indiscretion. I snorted. You call this indiscretion? Lee looked surprised. Obviously, I wasn't buying it. She said carelessly, There was nothing special about him. I put him out of my mind. I'm all yours now. I laughed. I've seen and heard, Lee. You loved every second of it, and you'll be back as soon as the fever breaks. She looked scared. Maybe I wasn't as much of a loser as she thought. She put on her most seductive look and said, Let's go upstairs, baby, and I'll show you how much you mean to me. Really? Did she think I was that stupid? I tried to keep the anger in my voice. I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. She went the other way. Her face turned red. You're making a big deal out of this, Todd. I never cheated on you. You've been out of town for 2 weeks every month since we've been married. I've had a lot of offers. This is the first time I've ever said yes. We can get through this if you really love me. Amazing. I looked at her with regret. Goodbye, Lee. Wait to hear from my lawyer. We had only been together for a short time, and I was getting tired of the constant deceptions. I was tired of watching every move just to save my marriage. It was time to end it. I drove 2 towns over and parked in front of a neat little bungalow. Standing in the front yard was a gorgeous woman with brown hair holding the hand of a cute little 8-year-old girl. The woman looked puzzled. She let go of the girl, walked over to me, and gave me a deep, heartfelt kiss. She seemed a little concerned. I thought you were on your monthly trip. Did something happen? I looked into her beautiful eyes. Only good things. I decided that life was too short. It was time for me to stop traveling. My wife wrapped her arms around my neck, pressed her whole body against me, and said sincerely, Welcome back, Stephen. Your family missed you. Don't bother explaining. I know I'm a lying, sneaky, hypocritical son of a bitch.